Hello, Mike Lee here. We're going to discuss the fattest rappers slash musicians in the game right now. So before we get started, what counts as being a fat person? A lot of the normal people will say, well, it's when you weigh a lot. But that's not precisely true, is it? The Rock probably weighs over 200 pounds, but he's not fat. He's extremely muscular. So my definition of fat is when you're built very jiggly and you're very roundish and you look like you can't even run a full sprint. That is my definition of fat. And we're not going to be ranking these rappers from their music or their choreography or anything like that. We're going to be ranking them off their body and how fat they are. Oh yeah, I know this is going to be an extremely controversial video because I'm body shaming. Well, it's not necessarily body shaming because you're fat, you're fat. I mean, I'm pretty heavy myself, so I guess we're on an even playing field here. So at number 5, we have someone standing at 5'10", 154 pounds, and he goes by the rapper name of Gunna. Now, everybody remembers all the Gunna memes about him earlier in 2020, and I believe it was funny, but Gunna's not extremely fat, even though he's not round-bodied. You can see that he can barely fit in his clothes that he's buying, all his Dior and his Givenchy and almost everything he wears, and it looks extremely tight on him. So, if I'm being honest, Gunna low-key built like Larry Elwood, and that's no cap. But yeah, Gunna is not one of those circle-bodied people. He's more of those rectangle-bodied people like myself, and if I were to guess, it probably takes him like 4, 5, maybe 6 hops to fit in his jeans. Honestly, Gunna looks like the kind of guy that leaves shit stains in his Louis Vuitton drawers. And before we go to the next one, I want to show you one of my favorite memes about At number 4, we have someone standing at 6 feet tall at 227 pounds, and he goes by rapper name T Grizzly. Now, T Grizzly has a funny shape. As you can see in this picture, he's one of those top heavy people, and he looks like a wisdom tooth. And another thing he reminds me of one of those mothers that are like, Hispanic, and like they're real top heavy, and they have skinny legs and their booty cheeks are all small. Just look at this picture right I'm showing you with this dog. I think you'll understand. But T Grizzly has a funny ass shape, and he's number 4 because there's other people on this list who are a lot fatter than him. But T Grizzly, he's on the list because of his figure. At my number 3 spot, he's not necessarily a rapper. He's more of an artist that makes screamo rap music. As you can tell from the genre, you probably already know who he is. Standing at 5'6" and weight is unknown. Mario Judah. Now, Mario Judah is fat, bro. I mean, just look at his face, dog. I'm kidding. That's not Mario Judah. This is Mario Judah. Okay. So take a good look at him, bro. Like, he's obviously fat, bro. Like, people like to say, Mike, you're built like Mario Judah. Well, no, I'm not, because I do not look like that. Now, if I were to take a good guess, I say Mario Judah probably weighs around 130 to 140 pounds with all fat, bro, because Mario Judah's pretty huge, bro. For his height, which is around my height, that is pretty huge. And Mario Judah is that one friend that some white kids will be like, yeah, I have black friends, and then it's Mario Judah. Mario Judah is my number 3. At my number 2 spot, we have the very honorable, standing at 5'6", 224 pounds. Everybody knows Mr. Girl of My Dreams, Rod Wave. Now, Rod Wave, bro, he is a fat ass dude, bro. I mean, fat ass dude, bro. So a lot of people like to make fun of Rod Wave the same way that they made fun of Gunna. He got the Gunna treatment later in fall of 2020, and he actually makes some pretty decent music. I like his music, but him making music also comes with the price of people parroting his music, like this one. And I think it was pretty funny because he's fat, so he's hungry. Anyways, Rod Wave is definitely built like Cleveland Jr. on the Cleveland Show. Rod Wave reminds me of Majin Buu from Dragon Ball Z. And the part of Hard on Ice where he said, "I can't breathe," that's because he was running in gym class. Anyways, I'm not here to slander Rod Wave. He makes pretty decent music. He has a good voice, but he's fat. So that puts him on the list at number 2. Before I announce my number 1, I'm going to have 3 honorable mentions that people might say, "You didn't include it to the list." Okay. DJ Khaled is not a rapper. He's more of a producer. Rick Ross, yeah, he's fat, but he's not really new. He's kind of old, and plus he's running more of his own label than actually rapping now. Lastly, Fat Joe. Like I said with Rick Ross, he's kind of old, and he's kind of irrelevant. So those 3 are out of the picture, but I'll put them on honorable mentions. Now, here we are at number 1. My number 1 fattest musician in the game right now. Standing at 5'10", 308 pounds. Yes, 308 pounds. Lizzo. Yes, Lizzo. If you know me on social media, Lizzo slander is a part of my specialties. And I think Lizzo is a little too overconfident. I mean, her music is overplayed on the radio, and it sounds like she's very confident in herself, which is nothing wrong with that. But being overconfident is a little cocky. And when you're overconfident, you're bound to fall hard. Yes, and Google, you're going to look up how much does Lizzo weigh, and it's going to give you the wrong answer at 141 pounds. But she really weighs 308 pounds. Lizzo's big enough to be the mother of both Gunna and Rod Wave. Can you imagine being at a Lizzo concert and she decides to stage dive? Who's going to die? People are going to die, and if people get out the way, Lizzo is going to die. Or she'll probably fall right through the fucking floor. I'm not a bully, guys. I'm only making this for fun and giggles. I have no ill will towards any of the people listed on this list. I just like to make YouTube videos, and remember, like I said in the beginning of the video, it's an even playing field because I am pretty big myself. If I'm built like anybody here, it's probably a mix between Gunna and Mario Judah. Yeah, I said I'm not built 100% like Mario Judah, but I am within those 2 right there. So thank you for watching my YouTube video, and I hope you really enjoyed it. Not a lot of work went into it when it comes to script writing. I kind of improvised the whole thing, but I do have some things written down to mention, so that's what kind of gave the video some structure. And this video was pretty fun to make because I was able to go on Google and look at a whole bunch of memes and include them into this video. So thank you for coming out and watching the video again, and see you later next time. And don't forget to like and subscribe.